This is Brickhead Boy Toy Reviews, and this will be a bag review. On this side, we have B0859 from Sluban, 725 pieces, a Panther tank, and your sticker sheet with probably 11 bags. On this side, we have a Panther as well from Sembo Block. Here you have 3 bags and your sticker sheet. So these two will face off and let the build begin. Here are the Panther tanks complete. On the Sembo Block side, you got your instruction book, your tank, 6 minifigures, brick separator, your weapons and accessories, leftover pieces, and your leftover sticker sheet, which used 66 stickers. Now, on the Sluban side, you got your instruction book, your tank, 3 minifigs, sandbag, you have a little barricade, a barrel, you have a few weapons, brick separator, extra stickers, which this tank only used 2 because this is for the alternate build, and your leftover pieces, also 2 for the alternate build, which I will not be doing. I apologize about that. So before we pit these against each other, let's look at them one by one, starting with Sluban. Instruction book, very easy to follow because it shows you the pieces you need and the quantity. Not only that, there were lots of number of bags, so it made finding the pieces very easy and not time consuming. However, one little flaw, I was missing one of these pieces here. So you could see on the barrel, I only have 1 tan on here, as opposed to the picture, there's 2, so I'm missing 1 piece. However, the instruction book does include the alternate build. So when you're finished with the primary model, you can take it apart and build this one, the tank destroyer. So that's pretty cool that you're able to do that. Still in their plastic casings, here are the weapons and accessories. Not much, but pretty decent. Accessories included are a barrel, some sandbags, 3 of them, and your little barricade, and also 2, your brick separator. With 3 minifigures included, it looks like, judging from the pictures, you have 2 Germans and a Soviet, most likely. Now on to the tank, the Panther. You have 1 sticker on each side. And I like the building techniques on this one. Pretty good all around, the exception of this part here. I just don't like how there are halfway studs exposed here. I wish there was a tile used instead to make it smoother. But the shaping all around is really good, in my opinion. I like it. It looks like a Panther. Not sure what variant of the Panther. Not sure if it's a late war or early war, but looks good. On the turret, the shaping is nice too on the back. It slopes like that, and on the sides too. I like it. You have extra track here. And you have your muzzle brake. Barrel can elevate and depress. Let's see if the turret can rotate, and it's a little stiff, but it can rotate. Tracks. Roll okay. Now there are a few hatches on top. You have 1 here and a couple in the front. Let's see if you could actually use these to have your minifig sit or stand. So you could have them in a sitting position. Standing would not be an option because the way this is built. So not bad. Sticks out a little bit. There's not much else you can do with this tank. There's no interior detail or nothing. It's just opening hatches and the basic functions of the tank. So pretty good. As I was building this, some of the Technic pieces were inconsistent. Some of them were really tight, but none of them were loose, just tight. So a little bit inconsistent, but still pretty stable. Nothing comes off. Now let's take a look at Sembo Block. Starting with the instruction book, same thing too. Easy to follow, shows you the pieces and quantity. Only problem is there's 3 bags, so each bag contained lots of pieces. So trying to find that certain piece took more time than the Sluban one. With weapons and accessories included, my opinion, there's just too many. I'm overwhelmed. There's just so much. I don't even want to take these out, but you can see what's included here. Lots of stuff. You have binoculars. You have yeah, these two the same? Yes, they are. You have a shovel and you have knives too. Besides the overwhelming amount of accessories, you have a horsey, brick separator, and a tree. With 6 minifigures included. Printing is really good with these, as with most Sembo Block. Printing's on the torso and legs. Side printing is minimal. You do have some here though. There's back printing for only on the torsos. But I'll tell you one thing, the helmets are really nice. I like these camo helmets. Really cool. Now on to the Panther tank. The build was not as complex as the Sluban one, but there are more details to this, which took more time, and finding the pieces as well. There's a small flaw as I was building it. Holding on the bottom would cause the tracks to separate the whole build here, so I just have to be careful. The Technic pieces are more consistent on this one than the Sluban one. However, the blocks are very, very harder to put together. So I've said this before, inconsistency with Sembo blocks. So the blocks here felt really hard versus Sluban, where it was gentle and easy to put. This one hurt my hands. And the stickers took a long time, almost an hour, putting 66 stickers. Very time consuming. But in the end, it looks nice. The good thing about the stickers is they do not go over multiple pieces. So that's why there's so many. There's little stickers here. That's one sticker right here. This is one sticker. So that's really good. And there are some printed pieces. Example, this is printed. And this is printed. That's printed. So that's all that's printed. The sloping on the back is not as nice as a Sluban one. It's more just flat and basic on this one. And I forgot to put this too. There's extra track links that go on here. So not sure what these are. They're not supposed to be track links at all. You have one headlight in the front, and there's your sloping in the front of the Panther. You have a backpack and secondary weapon on top. Let's see the functions as a roll. Pretty much the same as a Sluban one. Turret can go up, and it can depress, but this hatch is in the way, so you're gonna have to go somewhere else. There's your tank depressing. So I think there's too much of a gap here, just my opinion. See, the tank can rotate, and it does have friction. You can hear it. So let's see if there's any hatches that are usable. So yes, you have a hatch on the turret, and 2 in the front. Actually usable. And there's your 3-man crew for your Panther tank. Now let's see what other functions are available with this tank. You can pull this out, and a little bit of detail there. Pull this out, and absolutely nothing. So that's what I thought. You have to break this even more to reveal you have a driver compartment in there. There's a steering wheel. However, you have to break the tank up, and there's not really much room, but it is there. And lastly, you can open this up, the engine compartment, to reveal no engine. So, Sembo Block, got this for $23, but actually got a sale and it was $18.50. Sluban, same thing, a bit more, almost $24, got it for almost $20. Now, before we pit these against each other, let's do a video comparison. So, Sembo Block has 858 pieces, 6 minifigures, a tree, a horsey, lots and lots of accessories, a brick separator. This one here, 725 pieces, 3 minifigures. You have a barricade, sandbag, a barrel, brick separator, your little accessories. So let the battle begin. Building technique, which is better? Sluban had a more advanced building technique, better sloping on the side here, whereas this one was more basic, had more technique on the bottom, but everything else was straightforward. Stickers. This one here only uses minimal stickers. It uses its color to make the camo. This one here uses so many stickers, just too many to make camo. Detail is here is pretty nice, very basic. You do have some tools on the side, your track and whatever else. On this side, lots of details. You have a weapon here, you have track also, you have piping here, you have these things there, you have on that side, you have more stuff like a hammer, you have backpack, smoke grenade launchers. This one here has a muzzle brake built out of Technic. This one here has a cool looking muzzle brake. Stability. So here you have to be careful on the side of the turret. You don't want to pick it up here. It's a little bit fragile. Also on the sides, the way it's built, just a little bit fragile. Here it's pretty solid. However, there are lots of pieces that hang out. So you might knock pieces here and there, so it's a tie between these two. On that category, playability. This one has 3 minifigs, so you can't really do much. The tank itself, you can't do much either. However, you do have a secondary build. You get bored with this, you could build a second one with the alternate instructions and pretty much a new set. This one here, you have 3 minifigs here, 3 there, and a horse. You can take your horse and run from the tank, which is awesome. You also have 3 opening hatches, just like the Sluban version. You have somewhat interior detail with no engine, and you do have that compartment inside with the driver, but no alternate build. Displayability, which one looks better? Well, this one here doesn't really look like much. You just have different bricks representing camo, like I said earlier. displayability, I say goes for this because it looks cooler with all these stickers. So the winner goes to this one here. Why? Because it has a horsey. Yay. No, because it's actually more value for the money. You get more pieces, more minifigs, cooler looking tank with camo, and a tad bit cheaper from my experience when I bought them. This one here is cool too. However, they're actually different categories. The Sluban set is made for basically just quick build, and you can do your alternate build. So just build up your tank and enjoy. This one here is more like a model. A lot of detail. You need patience. You have to go slow. You have to apply the stickers. So a lot of work on this one. Unfortunately, this is more enjoyable building than this. This was a pain, but in the end, I like the end result of this, the way it looks versus that. So it depends on what you're looking for. Two different categories. You want something to build quick and just put up, or you want something to build, take your time, and display. So two different tanks, or should I say the same tank, two different companies making them, and it depends on what you want to do. So these are both winners in my opinion, but like I said, I have to go for Sembo Block. Has a slight edge on this one. So this brickhead boy. Thanks for watching.